Hey YouTubers, it's me, Mike Martins. Just want to put up a quick video here. It's in regards to the housing crisis. I'm gonna go live tonight. Today's Wednesday, and I had somebody message me on my Facebook page and tell me a really sad story. Basically, Buddy is getting six-figure job, doing really well. And he was mentioning the show that I did about go online and check your TDS. Go online, there's pages out there. You could just type in what your expenses are, type in what your cost of living and all that stuff, and then see where your TDS is and how much you have left over for food and going to the movies and just doing things, just having fun and doing things, right? So he basically watched the show and then went on, found a website that basically calculates your TDS, whatever. It was advertising on it, whatever. So he went on there, put all his payments in, and he was shocked. He was way over. He was in the negatives. And basically, I wrote back to him. This is like the next day I wrote back to him. And I told him, are you getting credit cards in the mail like crazy? Is that how you're living? And then basically wrote another long email saying, yes, he's been living pretty much off credit, but he has a decent wage, and the student loans are catching up to him. He told me about that because I always bring up student loans. Then he brought up his wife has a decent income, and he's not sure. Basically, he's aware now of what's going on. He wasn't aware before. He's got lots of education. He's got a great job. His wife is doing well too, but financially, it's not good. So he did his TDS. And he came up like negative $2,700 a month. And he told me he has a line of credit that he's maxed out, and he keeps adding to it. He keeps calling in every couple of 6 months and adding an extra $10,000 to it, and the property is increasing and blah, blah, blah. So what he did was I told him to take everything you owe, cars, credit cards, lines of credit, student loans, and then take everything you own that's paid off and see roughly where you sit. So he did the math and he got back to me again. And he told me he's negative $109,000. So basically he has to sell his house that he has, which is maxed to the tits, just maxed. And he has to sell his house $110K over asking. Okay, then you got to minus fees and this and that. So he's got to sell his house $150K over asking just to walk away even. So this is a situation a lot of people are in, and I really feel for the guy because, like I said, people need credit counseling in grade 9. In grade 9, they need credit counseling. They have to pretend, teachers need to make assignments. Okay, you've officially hit your limit. And then basically the teacher would set up like a 3-day course explaining, what do you do when you hit your limits? How do you tackle this debt? What do you do? Because this is a reality. And when it hits people and they're like, I didn't know, I have a good income. I thought I could take this on. No. And you could accomplish more without debt, believe it or not. When you have no debt and you have all this free income, it's just simple math. But anyways, I really felt for the guy, and I'm not a bankruptcy lawyer. I don't know nothing. And I tell you guys, I don't know anything. But what I do, but what he was happy about with my show was that he's aware. Now he understands his debt service. He just walk into the bank or call the bank, get an increase, and keep getting increases, thinking his property is just going up and that will offset and blah, 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 and thinking that he's okay, he could ride it. But he's 110K negative. 110K negative. He's leasing 2 vehicles. So the 2 vehicle leases, basically he's got to pay these huge lump sums in like 3-4 years if he wants to keep the car. So a lot of people get into these really bad predicaments. And if they could just be educated at a younger age to just, like drugs, stay away, say no to drugs, say no to debt. Debt's good if you're creating credit, or you're building up some sort of, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I want to know what you guys think. I'm really happy that somebody reached out to me about this. I got a lot of people reaching out to me and telling me, this and that, and I'm lucky I got out of the good stories. I'm lucky I got out of this market. I sold at the right time and blah, blah, blah. And, I've got a few people reach out to me saying quite a few people actually saying that they want to live the dream too. They want to live in a small town. They want to leave the whole big city behind. A lot of people actually want to live to towns like Merritt or Kamloops or Kelowna and stuff like that because the interior is beautiful. It's fantastic here. Anyways, guys, I'm preparing here at the shop. Watch my series, Opening a Business from Scratch. And I have a very well documented series of how this place is going to become a very good profit-turning place, And basically, a lot of people are saying, just like when I opened my store in Vancouver, that I'm crazy. But you know what? I make the demand. I create the demand. There's no one plays board games here in this town because there's no place to look at them and observe them and study them and create some sort of a need for them. Now, just like I did in Vancouver 10 years ago, I opened my board game store from scratch. I made that need. I created that drive. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Comment below on this gentleman's. And a lot of people reach out to me. I have no counseling experience. I have no bankruptcy experience because I've never been bankrupt in my life. I've never, because I've never gone into heavy debt, right? So I want to know what you guys think. I want to know, you don't have to go in depth of personal problems, but, it'd be nice to know. I would like to, maybe if some people could comment some wonder stories, like, yeah, I just scaved by, I just sold my place, and man, I just walked away clear, I'm renting now, and I'm free again, and blah, blah, blah. I'd like to hear some of those stories too, Anyways, comment below, let me know what you guys think. And if you want to live the dream, let me know, because there's just so much more out there, and people just need to trust themselves. People are losing faith in trusting their instincts, and a lot of people are in fear of taking the risk anymore. Let me know. Comment below.